Hi everybody, hope you're well and surviving the lockdown. So yeah, just today's video log. We actually had quite a good session this morning with one of our clinics, our junior academy clinics that's still running, as well as the ladies clinics. But we just came upon a letter that actually covers quite a few components of the golf swing. So we chose the letter L and then different positions throughout the swing. So use this letter and ask yourself the question in your own sort of block training at home, whether it's relevant or not in your case. So the first L that we'd be looking for is, which we have spoken on in the past, is basically just as much length as possible in the posture. So as tall as what we can, falling forward from the hips with a little bit of knee flex. So that would be the first L, the length in the posture. The second L we're looking for is just a big body group of movement, especially the thorax, but how do we load the golf swing? So the second L would be the load. So that's basically just the rotation. Really feel the thorax turning into the glute and really feel a wind up in this right hand side. So that would be the second L. So once we've got our length and once we're loading properly, we obviously need to use the wrists and the hands effectively. So that's the levers of the golf swing. So the way we use our hands is leverage. So, but that also puts the club on a certain line. So I've got my length, I'm loading into the right side. I'm using my levers, but I also need to be aware of the loft of the club face. So if I'm turning properly, and probably most importantly, using the wrists most effectively, I'm controlling the club face. So once you've got that, if everything's nice and wound up, I've used the levers, I'm controlling the loft. Top of the backswing doesn't need to go all the way to the top. It's actually a short length of backswing, so that we've got as much control over the top of the backswing that we can also deliver the club on a good line on the way down. So the last couple of L's I want to talk about is once we've got our length, we're loading into the backswing, using our levers effectively. We've got control over the loft of the club face. I've got a short length of arc. Is basically how do I get back into the lead leg? So how do I shift my weight back into the lead leg? That should pull the club into what we call quite a bit of lag, which gives us that nice compression type divot. So ask yourself the question, which one of those L's do you need to work on? And hopefully we'll see you again when the lockdown ends. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.